What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Tamara. I know I haven't put out some new content lately, but I promise you from here on out I will be bringing you some really good content. So make sure you smash that subscribe button, and after this video, if you like what I do, then you can go ahead and hit that like button too. Now, y'all already know what I'm about to get into, so let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so the things that I'm going to be using are these 3 acrylic paints. So I already know what y'all are thinking. Does the acrylic paint come off your face? And yes, it does. This stuff comes off super easy. Before I did it on my face, I did it on the back of my hand. I did the black one. I let it dry completely. Ran it under some cold water. As soon as I did this, it came off. Like, it was so quick. And then I actually practiced this look because I had to make sure that I knew what I was doing before I started recording. So I just didn't look crazy in front of y'all. But yeah, it came off really easy off my face. We're also going to be using some glitter. Now, I went to the dollar store and got these little glitters. Like, yes, you can buy like little glitter pots from MAC or whatever cosmetic line, but those things are expensive just for some glitter. Like, I don't even think there's much of a difference to it. So all we need is to pop on some little eyelash glue on our eyelid and put some glitter on, and boom, it's the same thing. Like, we trying to save some money here. I also went to the dollar store and I got these little brushes. These are meant for acrylic paint, and these were $3. Like, if you want to use like your makeup brushes, that's fine, but I would use ones that you don't really use that much because I don't know how much that acrylic paint's gonna come out, and I don't really have brushes that I don't use. Like, I use all my brushes, so that's why I did that. But anyways, you're gonna need an eyebrow pencil or an eyeliner or a lip liner, anything that you can use to outline your face with before you start painting. First things first, we're just gonna go ahead and start on our makeup, and then we'll get into all that paint stuff later. I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. This is what it looks like. It's fairly new, and so I just thought I would incorporate this into this video since I haven't really got to use it that much. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop on some concealer right here to prime my eyelid, and then we can get started. Also, if you're wondering, I only have one eyebrow done because this side of my face is going to be painted, so yeah. Alright, so I also have Jaclyn Hill's Morphe brushes. I'm just going to use the JH7D brush. It's a little blending brush, and I'm just going to use this for our transition color. We are going to be using this brown right here. This is called Silk Cream. So we're just going to get some of that. I like to wing this eye out just because we really want this eye to pop. So with that same brush, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the black. Now, I know that's like a big jump, but this is going to be a really bold eye. So we're going to be using black right here in the corner. This is called like Abyss, A-B-Y-S-S. I don't know how to say that. But we're just going to pop some of that on the outer corner of our eye. So you're just going to dot it right there in the corner. And then just like bring it in. And then we're just going to start blending. This isn't normally how I would start an eye look, but we're just doing this real quick. It's gonna look super bold with this Halloween makeup look, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, and so with that same brush, we're gonna just grab that brown that we use for our transition color and just get some more of that and just blend it up at the top. You're just gonna mix these two together just so it looks a little more softer at the top. Just take some tape, pop it on right there, and then just pull it off, and boom, like, it's way cleaner. Or you can use concealer to line it up, it don't matter. I'm gonna pop some of that glue on our eyelid. You can do white glue because it'll dry clear. And the glitter, it looks like this. Just dab some on your finger and then just dab it on your eyelid. So I added some more out here. I just like outlined the area that I wanted to have glitter on. Alright, we're gonna do that transition color that we used right here. I'm just gonna use a little brush like this. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH42 brush. And then I'm just going to use my Jaclyn Hill JH43 brush. It looks like this. We're going to use that to smudge out underneath our eye. Very lightly dab that black that we just used. And start smudging out. We're going to use the glue, just a little bit of it. Dab that right there if you're bold enough. Dab it right in the corner of your eye. And we're going to put some more glitter right there. I changed my mind. I'm going to use my pinky for this. That looks good. Now we're just going to touch up the black and make sure everything's like bold and even. Next, we're going to do our eyeliner, and then we'll put our lashes last, because who wants to do all that work with some lashes on? Like, no. So I'm using my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eyeliner, and we're just going to pop this on the waterline. There. Alright, so go ahead and grab your eyeliner, your lip pencil, whatever you're going to use to outline your face. We're just going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at a picture because I can't freehand this. And then I'm just going to use my Benefit Brow Wiz pen because I just feel like this is easy to draw with. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. We're going to do the eye first over here. And it's okay if you mess up, because the paint that we're going to be using is just going to go right over it. This is just like a rough draft pretty much. Like, I just can't make my mind up where I want my line to be. Alright, now we're just going to do the mouth. You want to use your lips to incorporate into the mouth just to know where to draw it. So you can go out from your Cupid's bow and just go to your ears. You want to bring it down your neck for the mouth. I didn't want to bring the mouth down too far because we're going to draw the tongue, and I really want that tongue to be like extra. So start out like you're doing a heart, and then come down, and this will be your tongue. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to audio because it's going to be super hard for me to talk while I have paint all over my face. So I drew a second line at the lips to be the gums of the mouth, and then I am drawing the teeth in. You want the teeth in the back to be shorter than the teeth in the front, and then I am curving the teeth towards the front of the mouth. Now I am starting the bottom teeth. These are a little bit harder to see, but don't worry if it's sloppy because we can go in and fix it with the paint. I'm using a reddish pink lip liner to outline the mouth and the tongue. That way it's a lot easier to see the teeth when we start painting them. So I'm using a flat medium brush with white paint to paint the eye. And I just dropped some paint on me. Because this paint is so thin, you may have to use a few layers to cover the eyebrow. And I'm not going to completely paint around the eye. I'm going to do that last because this paint dries really easy and I don't want it to start cracking around my eye as I'm looking around painting the rest of my face. So now I'm using a really small brush to fill in the teeth. Now I've got a medium brush to go over the gums and the tongue with the red paint. I switched to a smaller brush to really focus on the details in the tongue. Now I'm using a smaller brush to outline everything with black before I start filling in the rest of my face. Okay, so now I switched to a bigger brush to fill in all the big spaces with black. When you get around the edges of the eye with the makeup on, you just want to dab it because we're going to start adding little details here in a minute. So I switched to a smaller precise brush so we can do the little squiggles to make it look like the venom is spreading. I just keep adding and adding onto the squiggles just to fill it in. After you do the squiggles around the eye and the neck, I just grabbed a black t-shirt and just wrap it around my head. And that completes this look, you guys. I hope you like it. This is my version of Lady Venom. If you haven't seen the movie, make sure you go see it. That movie was so lit. If you are last minute like I am and you don't have money or time to go and buy a costume, get you some cheap acrylic paints and paint your face. I will make sure that I will upload some more Halloween looks for you guys. Make sure you click that little bell by the subscribe button. That way you're notified every time I put out a video. And I will see you guys later. Bye.